Evening. So, ooh, what is this? You can still record. Look at that. Little technical difficulties. So this is the 6 relationship tips. It's all about being a partner. I know it might sound obvious, but I think we all get caught up in ideas and conceptions and societal pressures and all these things that are telling us and pulling us in multiple different directions. KISS. Keep it simple, silly. So, number 1, it's a moving scale of effort, right? Everybody says, oh, you must always do 100%. That's not possible, right? We have good days, we have bad days, we have sick days, we have amazing days. If everybody is always at 100%, then there's really no balance, right? Some days I'm going to be at 100%, some days my wife's going to be at 50%. Other days, she's going to be at 100%, I'm going to be at 50%. Last couple of days I was doing a 60-hour fast. I got a little grumpy, but so she picked up the slack during that time frame when dealing with the kids. And other days, she's doing all this other stuff needs to get done around the house, and I take over the kids, right? So it's this balance, right? You can't just always be at 100% in every area, which leads me to number 2, clear and open communication, right? If we as humans, we love to assume, and assumption gets you into all sorts of trouble, especially since our map of reality is different than somebody else's map of the reality. And I can get into that if you guys want into the subconscious stuff, but that's a whole other topic. And just keeping it simple, right? Make sure that your expectations are communicated, your thoughts are communicated. We can do a lot of inferring from body language and language in general and communication, but in the end, it's all through interpretation, right? Words are an extremely clumsy way of communicating, but we get through it, right? So you just have to make sure that those ideas are being communicated on a way that the other person's understanding, and make sure you're communicating your own, right? If you're, say, unhappy about something, or a miscommunication or missed expectation, right? If you're not communicating that, then the other person doesn't know and therefore can't correct. So just a matter of keeping that open communication line going. One of the things I love is random acts of kindness in their love language, not your own. So doing something that is just purely without expectation of return is just not only great for yourself, but great for the other person. And in their love language is, I don't know if there's a book out there, The 5 Love Languages. If you haven't read it, amazing book. But it's all about talking in a way that they really can understand your expression of love. Like for me, I'm all about service. I love spending my time helping somebody else. Whereas some people are about gift giving or about the verbal affirmations. So it's really quite powerful to be able to speak in their love language. Number 4 is schedule a date night. We get busy. We have twins. I'm apparently getting a note here. I'll add a bonus one for you guys here in a minute. So date night. We have twins. We have 2 boys still at home. One's in the army, and life's just busy, right? Time goes by fast, and you may or may not even get around to even thinking about date night. But if you have it on the calendar and scheduled, this is our time to go on a date night, even if it is with the kids. Preferably just the adults, but sometimes you don't have that option. Last week we were lucky enough, her mom was in town, so we went on our 1-year anniversary alone. But sometimes it's fun too. So you get to the point where it's like, if you don't schedule it, it doesn't happen, right? So being able just to simply schedule that date night is super important. Number 5 is play to your strengths. I have no time perception for those that really know me. And then Abby's like a super taskmaster. So when we have like a project or something, like I'll vet out the whole project, do the whole project management thing, and then she keeps me on task and getting the stuff done. So if you play to your strengths, you can get more stuff done faster. And that's the whole partnership aspect. Some of the other things, like when especially the teenagers are in their state, being able to communicate with that nonviolent communication, which is a great program if you haven't seen it, is just something I love, so I specialize in it. So when things like that come up, she'll send me over to deal with it. Whereas some of the more softer skills, she has a little bit better at, so she handles those. And then number 6 is happiness comes from within. If you yourself are not happy, it's how can you expect somebody else to make you happy, right? It's your personal responsibility to make yourself happy. Nobody else's, right? But if you're happy and they're happy, you can create something even more powerful. Napoleon Hill from Think and Grow Rich has the mastermind principle, right? 2 things aren't added together, they are multiplied. So if you are happy and they're happy, you can create something absolutely wonderful. And the bonus one that got tossed to me here.
Gratuitous baby shock.
Baby. This one's Bridget. Hi, it's Bridget. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So their bonus one, other than baby, is listen during communication and don't fix. I am definitely guilty of that one. As programmer, engineer, it's as a guy, our brains are like hardwired, must fix. So when somebody's telling you something, you first have to ask permission. Do you want me to fix, or do you want me to listen? That's a really powerful subconscious one too. It's just you can't always expect to let somebody else wanting you to fix it. Sometimes they just want you to simply listen, and that's also really, really powerful. Always ask for permission to fix. Hope you guys enjoyed. If anything resonates with you, give me a shout out in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow.